Hello, bestie. It's Sukoko, your divine oracle. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. Let's jump right in. I'm gonna first start off with some shamanic channeling, seeing what energy I'm pulling in, and I'm gonna start pulling some oracle cards and tarot cards to see what the message is. So let's just jump right in. Okay. So my intuition is guiding me to just jump right into the message. I am seeing like deep jungle and plants, hanging vines. So that could indicate you could be feeling lost right now, or just like you're feeling very much in the thick of it. And with me having to clear my throat just then, there's an energy coming forward of you not being able to like speak your truth or having to clear some things up. Maybe even to yourself. Like, I feel very much so this isn't an energy with like other people. You're in like a deep fog within yourself. Like, you're exploring depths of yourself that you haven't necessarily been able to travel too deeply. I'm gonna call in the angels with that. And yeah, let's just pull one card from the Divine Abundance oracle cards. Let's see what comes up for you as a bit of a confirmation. All right, divine flow. So you've gotten the card of divine flow, and it says, eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. So you could right now be feeling kind of lost, or like in a situation where you're feeling like there are a lot of options and you're having difficulty kind of like making sense. I'm really picking up an energy of confusion, but like overwhelmed. It's right now I'm having a really hard time figuring out my thoughts. Let me just pick up a guidance stone for clarity. I'm having a really difficult time seeing through the haze, picking my words, and really trying to convey a message to you, if that makes any sense. So there's this weird energy of lack of clarity and confusion. So that's really what I'm picking up for you. But really, right now, you're in a place where things do feel like stagnant, or like you're going in circles. I used to have nightmares where it would just be like, I would have nightmares where it would be, I really need this stone right now. Like I'd be going to college, and then it'd be like, oh, on my way there, I'd forget something. So I'd have to take, like, in where I live, we have this thing called the Sky Train, so not a subway system. And it would be like constantly being like, oh, going to school, but oh, I forgot this and having to go back home. And it's like, this energy of being stuck and making no progress and not really being able to make it to my destination, and just constantly being in this weird place of like you're moving but it's so pointless. It's this energy of like a hamster wheel, right, where you're using all this energy but it's not making any progress. And that's what I'm feeling right now. And like this lack of being able to like clear my throat, it's this very much energy of like not being able to like see where I want to go. But we're getting the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to cut the cards 3 times. Ooh, and the Devil. So yeah, you might be feeling an energy of you succumbing to your more like carnal nature, your basal urges, being chained to things that you know are a little bit more self-destructive right now. And you know how that plays out for you. King of Pentacles. So money is on your mind, and the Tower. There's a destruction of old beliefs, or even maybe like the way you used to like imagine how you would build your empire, make your empire. There's something of that coming forward, of a Tower moment, but in regards to structure, stability. It could be like a loss of a job here as well. That's coming out very strongly. So like, ooh, there's just a lot of confusion right now. And so like this energy that you need to kind of Three of Swords, heartbreak. Let's see what we get when we cut the cards. And the Five of Swords. So, like, conflict and, you know what I mean? Kind of like this energy of being at war with yourself. Of, like, I'm really feeling ups and downs. Of things coming into clarity and light. And then, like, you're a little bit hesitant. And this could be older energy, but it really feels like it's, you know, like you could have felt as if like this was something you moved past from, or you're currently working your way through, but it keeps rearing its ugly head. It's very much so like I'm feeling, sensing the energy of like a hydra, and it's like the mythical beast where it's like, well, I guess like 7 heads or whatever, a 7-headed serpent, and excuse me, if you cut off the wrong head, 9-headed serpent, 3 more will grow in its place. And it's this constant thing of like, every time you feel like you've defeated whatever this energy is, it's like you're getting sucked back into it. And it could be more so than like this is your energy. There could be some sort of like, I want to say like deity or like a negative spirit that's pulling you into this. And this also could just be like, you could have like feel as if you're like experiencing a string of bad luck right now. So we're gonna pull 3 cards, and then we're gonna just jump right in to this reading. Okay. What? Looks like 4 wants to come out. Okay. You're getting Temperance, the Tower, and the Knight of Wands with 7 of Swords. So this is currently a battle being fought internally. This is not something you're really trying to show people. And almost there's an energy of like shame about this. And for some of the collective, you're experiencing this right now. But for another portion of the collective, I'm feeling as if this is something that has happened in the past. And it's, again, rearing its head now. And there's this energy of you being like very fed up, being done, and wanting this to be over, and like, why am I going through this again? And if you're experiencing this, it's like cyclical. Maybe this happened a year ago and we're coming across the anniversary of it. There could be things, it feels as if it's a spiritual wound that not necessarily hasn't been like cleaned out, and so it's festered. There's an energy of that where you wanted to like really, really transition away from this really quickly, and it didn't have the time it needed to heal properly. And so now it's making its appearance, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, why? I've dealt with this. That's what's really what's coming forward. Let me take a good look at these. So we do have Temperance. Look at this beautiful Temperance card. We've got this beautiful lake, and we've got a sheep and a wolf drinking from it. So it's like the water that's sustaining the innocent sheep and the predatory wolf. There's a balance here where it's like, what I'm getting is the image of like, you know, in like the savannah in Africa, and it's like when there's a huge drought going on and there's like a watering hole, all the animals, the prey and the predators, there's almost like an unspoken truce, and they come to the water to drink from it. And that's the energy I feel that you need to have about this thing making its resurgence, is you need to face it. You need to allow yourself to come face to face with it. I'm really seeing the image of like a zombie or like something like a revenant of like, it's you, but in a like zombie form, and it looks scary, but it's like what you actually need to do is approach this hurt with compassion and be able to see it. And it needs you to acknowledge the pain, the hurt, and like those like really, really painful experiences you've went through. And that will trigger this like tower moment. It's these feelings have like come out of like nowhere. It's as if they've like just appeared out of the ether. And it's just like you want to move through it quickly. And I'm feeling as if this thing that happened in the past, or this thing that you're experiencing right now, like there's lots of pain that is associated with it, and you just want to like rush and get it over with and like just see it in the rearview mirror. But it's like, that's not the way to make progress, and that is why it just feel like rubber band. Like it's like you, no matter how much you run, it pulls you back. And no matter how far you've run in this last like year or like I'm seeing an energy of like 20 years, but like there's this very much energy of like how no matter how far you've run from it, it keeps pulling you back. And it's very funny because temperance, the number is XIV, and then the tower is XVI. And so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, look at the Roman numerals at the top, right? Like, oh, it's the same Roman numerals, but we're just switching things around. And it's like, until you address this, it's constantly coming back and looping back. And this is all followed by the Knight of Wands. And this is really interesting that the Knight of Wands on this deck is this snow leopard. I don't really know animals. Snow leopard? Let's say snow leopard. Because, like, the wands are a very fiery suit, but it's this snow-capped wilderness, and the only thing that is warm is that Knight of Wands. So it's like this heat, this fire is internal, and it's something that you're gonna need to, like, deal with internally. You could feel as if you're in a winter period of your life, and things have been at a stagnancy, a stop, at like a standstill, and it could feel as if there's just like no signs of life in your life right now, where you're just like, I feel like I'm doing the work, but it's not, nothing is coming from it. And maybe that is the wound you need to address, is like sometimes, you know, like no matter what we do, it's like we have to face ourselves, and like the wound that needs to be addressed is this like energy of like needing to grow and be better, and I'm so much better than everything that's happened. Maybe like facing the hurt and those lower emotions at where they are, seeing them and acknowledging them more than just like living in them, if you know what I mean. There's like an emotional maturity that I'm sensing here where it's like you can see it and you can face it and understand that these hurts and this, you know, version of yourself, you don't choose to be that anymore. And like by facing it, you like accept like this was a part of your past, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a part of your future. And it's like you take the lessons learned. Like whenever now moving forward, you see these like warning signs, you can apply to it to be like, okay, this is what happened in the past, and like I'm seeing the red flags moving forward. And it could be with relationships or with certain like friendships, things of that nature, making sure that you are able to see the warning signs. And it's like we're getting like pardon me, the wolf, the eagle, and the snow leopard, which are all predatory creatures, and then we have like a kangaroo. But this very much is an energy of like letting me know that it's happening internally, but there's a vigilance, right? And I think it's a call for you to be more emotionally vigilant and be more aware of how you're feeling and processing things as they move through your body. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. The energy of this message is like, you know, all right. There's a lot of confusion happening in your life right now, and you know, I just want you to pray to the divine spirit, God, whatever resonates for you, to allow you the clarity to make it through this haziness. All right. With that being said, I wish nothing but the best for you, bestie. And until next time, bye. Nope, let me just ring the bell. Thank you, spirit, and bye, bestie.